Hey guys, so I'm going to do the TMI tag, and I just saw this tag around YouTube and thought it sounded fun, so I decided to do it. And yeah, I'll go ahead and get to the questions. There are 50, so let's get through this. What are you wearing? I am wearing a black long sleeve shirt from Old Navy and jeans from Torrid, who make my favorite jeans. Have you ever been in love? Such a difficult question. I really don't think I have. I think I was more in love with the idea of the person rather than the person themselves, if that makes sense. Have you ever had a terrible breakup? I think all breakups are terrible, you know, they're all sad. But I broke off a relationship a couple years ago, and it was sad, but we were still friends. But a few months later, we kind of had a falling out, which was terrible because the person was like one of my best friends. So yeah. How tall are you? I am 5'7". I wish I was taller. How much do you weigh? I'm a bigger girl, and we can just leave it at that. Any tattoos? No, I'm not really into tattoos. Piercings? Just my ear. OTP. And I feel like somebody from Tumblr must have written this, because the only place that I ever hear anyone talk about OTP is Tumblr. And in case you don't know, OTP means one true pairing, and it's just basically a couple that you really love from a TV show, a book, or a movie. They could have been a couple in that particular thing or not, just two people you wanted to be a couple, and it's OTP. And I have so many. I guess I'll just go with like my utmost ones. American show wise, from the show Roswell, which was my favorite show when I was younger. Michael and Maria from Roswell were like my favorite couple of all time. I love them. And I'm also really into Asian dramas. And one of my favorite couples of all time is Gil Raim and Kim Joo-won from Secret Garden, and Manager Kim and Dong Ah from Wild Romance. Those are both Korean dramas. So for now I'll just go with that, because I could talk about that all day. I have tons of, favorite couples from books and movies and stuff like that. Favorite show? Favorite American shows, like I said, Roswell, Carnival, X-Files, Dexter. The first 5 seasons. I hated the last 3 seasons. I like American Horror Story. British. I love Absolutely Fabulous, Merlin, Sherlock, and then I have tons of like Korean, Chinese, and Japanese shows I like, but my favorite one is probably the Korean dramas Secret Garden and Princess's Man. Those are my favorite, like top 2 favorite dramas. Favorite bands? Again, I like so many, but the ones that come to mind are like the Beatles, Linkin Park, One Republic, and I really like Korean K-pop, so I like Big Bang, 2NE1, Wonder Girls, SHINee. Yeah, ton of groups I like. Something you miss. I really miss my 3 best friends, one of who lives in another country, and 2 others who live like 3+ hours away, and one who today is their birthday, and I haven't seen them in a while, but yeah, I miss them. Favorite song? Have so many, but the one that comes to mind is the Insane Asylum cover of Runaway Train. That's just like one of my all-time favorite songs. How old are you? I'm 28. Zodiac sign. I'm a Virgo. Quality you look for in a partner? A lot of stuff, but I guess the most important thing for me is honesty. Favorite quote? I have 2. I'm a really big quote person. I have a whole Tumblr where I just post quotes. But the first one's from a Japanese movie called I Give My First Love to You. Life is so sad. It's full of heartbreaks like this, but I don't regret a thing. That I met you, that I fell in love with you. If I were to meet you again, even knowing such sadness awaits me, I'd definitely fall in love with you again. Mayu. I give my first love to you. I love, like, the thing about a lot of Asian films I love is they're like, they can be so romantic, but most of them are so depressing and make me like sob. But yeah. And the second one is from a poem from by Sarah Williams. Though my soul may set in darkness, it will rise in perfect light. I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. So those are just, I have a ton more, but those are my top ones. Favorite actor. Probably one of my most favorite actors of all time is Humphrey Bogart. I just really love him. Favorite color. From looking around my room, you think it was pink, but no. My favorite color is yellow. It's just, most stuff doesn't come in yellow. It comes in pink or blue or whatever, so I usually get pink, but yellow is my favorite color. Loud music or soft? I like both. It really depends on the situation. If I'm alone in my room, I usually like loud music. If I'm going to sleep, I listen to my music lower. It just really depends. Where do you go when you're sad? Just somewhere to be alone. I'm that kind of person, like if I'm upset, I don't need to talk about it. I don't need you to hug me or whatever. Just leave me alone. I'll get over it eventually. How long does it take you to shower? I don't take showers. I'm a bath kind of person, but it depends. Anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? If I'm not wearing makeup, like 10 minutes. If I am wearing makeup, about an hour. Ever been in a physical fight? Not since I was a kid with my brother or cousins. Turn on. Honesty. Humor. I really like it when somebody can make me laugh or gets my sense of humor. Turn off. Selfishness, dishonesty. The reason you joined YouTube. I first joined YouTube in 2010, and that's also around the same time I started wearing makeup. And I just got into it because I just was experimenting with stuff, and I just liked giving reviews about products. But now I have different channels where I do movie reviews and reviews of Asian dramas, Asian TV shows, so I just like reviewing things, basically. Fears. Not really afraid of like heights or bugs or snakes or anything, but I am injection phobic. Anytime I have to have blood drawn or get a shot, I pass out or I start crying. I can't. It doesn't even hurt that much. It's just a thing. I don't like a needle sticking in my skin. So yeah. Last thing that made you cry. The Korean drama Cruel City or Heartless City that I finished about a week ago. The last episode made me cry. Last time you said you loved someone. A person? Probably a while. My dogs? Probably yesterday. But a person? Not in a while. Meaning behind your YouTube name. My YouTube name is basically because I had made an account a while ago with the name I wanted and I forgot the password. And it was an old email address, so I had to change it. But my name on every website that I use is Goliath1357. And Goliath was one of my dog I had that died. And 1357 is just a weird number that I like, that I came up with. But hologram comes from the 80s cartoon show Gem and the Holograms, which is like one of my favorite cartoon shows. Last book you read? The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And the book I'm currently reading is Dream of the Red Chamber, that I borrowed from my friend. Last show you watched? A Chinese drama called The Butterfly Lovers, which I really like it, but it's only English subbed up to episode 13. So, yeah, I can't watch the rest of it. But it's really good, and that's the last show I watched. The last person you talk to. Like, physically talk to, my mom. Talk to on the internet, my best friend. The relationship between the person, you and the person you texted. I last texted my best friend that I talked to on the computer. His name's Brandon. We've been best friends for like 10 years. Favorite food. I really like Italian food and Mexican food and Chinese food. But also, you know, just like regular stuff like mac and cheese and cheeseburgers and turkey sandwiches. I mean, I tend to like blander foods. Place you want to visit. I would like to visit a lot of places, but the #1 place I've always wanted to visit since I was a kid is Ireland, just because I'm part Irish. Place you want, or last place you were. I don't really travel that much, so the last place I visited was Tennessee for Christmas. And it wasn't a good experience. We were in a cabin just because I was like sick the whole time I was there. So it wasn't like fun. Do you have a crush on an imaginary character? Like from a book or movie? Probably. In real life? Not really. Last time you kissed someone? It's been a couple years. Probably last time was summer of 2012. Last time you were insulted. I haven't been insulted recently, but mostly whenever I get insulted, it's usually by a family member, not a stranger or a friend. So, favorite flavor of sweet? Probably caramel. Instrument do you play? I do not play any instrument, sadly, and I cannot even sing, even though that doesn't stop me from doing it anyway. Favorite piece of jewelry? Probably these earrings I have in. They're by Betsy Johnson, and I love Betsy Johnson stuff, but sometimes her stuff can be a bit, you know, outrageous, kind of garish, although I still love it and have a lot of her pieces. But these earrings are just kind of more simple. They're just stars, which I have a fascination with stars. And also, I got this necklace a couple Christmases ago. See if I can do this. And it's a skull and crossbones. And I just thought it was really cute. So, those are probably my favorite pieces of jewelry. Last sport you played? I don't really like sports. The only time I even watch sports is like now during the Olympics. But I danced. I have a dancing game and I have like Wii Sports. But in real life, no. Favorite chat-up line? And if you mean pick-up line, I hate pick-up lines. I think they're super lame and super cheesy. And have you ever used it? No. I would not. That would end it right there if you used a pick-up line. That's just, yeah, let's just not. Last time you hung out with anyone? Every Friday I hang out with my 2 younger cousins who come over. And I'm probably going to go visit, like every 6 months I go visit my friend Brandon for like a couple weeks to a month, but normally just my cousins because, like I said, all my friends don't live close to me anymore. Who should answer these questions? Well, basically anyone who wants to. I never get tagged for these things. I just do them because I, you know, feel like it. But they're fun questions. Definitely answer them if you want to. And yeah, that was the super long TMI tag. Thanks for watching.